All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop.
He just has to keep him away. Because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. The American is 32. The Canadian is 39. The reach is identical. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 26 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Sean Strickland! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, George Rush St-Pierre! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick-up fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers thus far.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Left hand punch to the clinch. Back in the clinch position. This is where he has done a big double.
Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying. Because he's shot. And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. One triangle, one triangle. To the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. and you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. He might get a finish here. Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount, and now all of a sudden his opponent's in trouble. May want to bail on that guillotine sooner rather than later.
30 seconds left. Let's go.
And that will do it.
He's done. He's done. What a performance.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 42 seconds in the very first round. For the winner by submission, Sean Strickland!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.